Continue.
Then he stops in the middle and takes rest for a few minutes, and tortoise he'll pass the race and tortoise will win the race. So what is the lesson from this? Slow and steady wins the race, right?
Yes.
So we'll change it a bit late. Okay, we'll make it consistency is the key. So tortoise was consistent in the race. Rabbit took a nap in between. Okay, so first lesson will be this: be consistent. Okay, let me tell you part 2 of this. Okay, now rabbit keeps its mistake in mind, and it will tell the tortoise that we'll keep a race again. So both will go. Now tortoise now rabbit will keep its lesson in the mind, and it will pass the race. Okay, it will win. So what it does, it will keep its lesson keep its mistake in the mind and learn from it. So what you guys have to do, learn from your mistake. Whenever Avanti gives you chapter test or major test, anything, solve the questions which you had done mistake in the same thing in the same day, so that you can learn from your mistake and never repeat the same again in the final exam or anything in NEET or JEE, etc. Okay. So what do you expect? Does this story have part 3? Any guesses? Yes or no?
Yes.
No guess, Didi.
Okay. You're understanding, right, what I'm telling?
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you the part 3 of this. Now, tortoise becomes a bit vigilant. Okay. Now the tortoise thinks we'll keep the race again. See, first time tortoise won, second time rabbit won. So again tortoise tells we'll keep the race again and we'll change the road a bit. Okay, the route through which they are traveling. So what happens? The race begins and the tortoise and rabbit goes fast as they can. Okay, rabbit reaches the first, but it had to stop in between because there was a river passing through in that route they are traveling. So tortoise comes slowly, it passes the river and it wins the race because rabbit can't pass the river, right? So it passes the river and it wins the race. So what do you learn from this? Know your strengths and weaknesses. Plan your strategies according to your strengths. For example, if biology is your strength subject, concentrate on biology so that you can score more in that subject as much as you can, even out of. Other than that, concentrate on physics and chemistry as well, but concentrate more on your strength subject and make strategies according to your strengths. Okay, this is the lesson for third part. Next, we'll see the fourth part of this story. What happens now? Rabbit and tortoise will both think we'll keep a friendly race again. Okay, does this race become friendly in any way? No, either one have to win, right? So that doesn't seem friendly. So what they decided is, with the same route they'll travel together. So what does they do? On the land, rabbit will carry the tortoise, and on the river, tortoise will carry the rabbit. So they both traveled the path as fast as they can. See, if the tortoise alone had traveled, it had to travel slowly. But if the rabbit alone had traveled, it can't cross the river. So they both traveled one on the other. On the land, tortoise traveled on the rabbit, and on the river, rabbit traveled on the rabbit. Sorry, rabbit traveled on the tortoise. So they could reach their destination as fast as they can and won the race. So what does this tell you?
We can help each others, like in which subject they are weak and our subject is strong. We can help each other in them.
Yeah, very good. You can help each other and you can reach the goal faster, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what was the lesson? First lesson was you have to be consistent in your preparation. Second lesson was you have to keep your mistakes in mind and learn from it, not regret them, just learn from it. Okay. Third lesson was make your plans according to your strategy. Make your strategies according to your Sorry. Make your strategies according to your strengths. Know your strengths and weaknesses, in which chapters you are strong and in which chapters you are weak. And fourth is help each other and learn from each other. Then
Yes.
apart from this story, your syllabus is completed, right? Please.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, there are from different batches. Na? Right now, we have students from many different batches. So, in some of the batches, the 11th grade syllabus is still going on, and in other batches, ek bar the syllabus has been done. So there is a mixture of students right now. We have droppers also. We have school-going students also. So the ones who are school-going are drop out in between for a while their school exams are going on. So we have a mixture of students right now. But yeah, classes are continuing for all of them currently.
Ma'am, for 12th class, is the syllabus completed?
Yes, ma'am. For the 12th grade syllabus is completed, the 11th is going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, for class 12 students, how much is your preparation done? Like in percentage, whether it's 90% or 60%, how much you are prepared?
Be honest.
For 90%.
90%. Wow, very good. Sorry?
90%.
Wow,
90%.
very nice, guys. You are very fast compared to me. I was not this prepared when I was in 12th. So you can score more than me. Okay, for 11th class and 12th also, even if you are not that prepared, you can prepare now. You can start now and prepare. You have time, at least 4 months. You have 4 months, right? Yeah, Jan, Feb, March, April. Okay, you have 5 months.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can prepare. So for the strategies for physics, I would recommend, like for both 11th and 12th, if you haven't started physics yet, you can start from the very basic. See, if you know the formulas, learn how to apply them. Simple, uh, just solve some questions, like you have to apply the formula and you'll get the answer. Build your confidence in the subject first. Okay, if you solve easy questions sometime, you'll feel like, yeah, it is easy, I can do it. If you gain the confidence, you can carry on with the subject. So solve some very simple questions at first and then carry on with the subjects. So, okay, let me ask you, what books do you refer for physics, chemistry and bio?
If there
Ma'am,
is
basically NCRT, but sometimes we use errorless.
Sorry?
Errorless.
Errorless.
Ma'am, errorless.
Ma'am, error.
Okay, for chemistry and bio?
Ma'am, bio के लिए moderns and chemistry के लिए errorless.
Chemistry errorless.
For physics also errorless.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, somebody is using DC Pandey, Dinesh, HC Verma.
Dinesh is also there.
Okay. MTG bio.
ma'am, all these students are actually from Himachal Pradesh. So this is a Himachal belt right now.
Okay.
Yes.
For guys, for HC Verma is a bit complicated. I don't think it is NEET level questions will be there because it's advanced level. So you can switch to DC Pandey. I work DC Pandey. So you can HC Verma, that level is not important, not required for NEET. So changing also book is not advisable at this time. So if you haven't started, don't start with HC Verma. Take some simple books like DC Pandey. I would recommend DC Pandey. And if you are working on HC Verma, please continue. And other than that, for physics, yeah, start with the simple questions and continue with that. You'll gain confidence in that subject, and then increase your level. In DC Pandey, level 1 questions are enough for NEET. And in chemistry, know which part of the chemistry you are confident. First is organic, inorganic, and physical, right? So know which part of the chemistry you are confident enough. For physical and inorganic, modules are better, okay? Other than modules, there is no need to solve other. For physics, I would recommend DC Pandey, JE Wala. because NEET, it has so many questions you can't solve in that in the 5 months duration. So I would recommend DC Pandey. Just solve DC Pandey questions like examples. You'll get the idea how to apply the formula, and then level 1 problems. That's it. Level 1 problems will be just simple application. It will be NEET level. And then in chemistry, does that answer your doubt? Someone asked the question.
Ma'am, sometimes there is a signal problem over there, so maybe get a little delay response in some cases.
Okay, fine. Someone asked me 1 second. Just someone asked me about. Okay, modern ABC Wali book. I don't know about that. I don't have any idea because we don't work here in that book. Maybe it's good. You can confirm it with your teacher once. Okay, guys, I'll continue with chemistry. Okay, for chemistry, deeply knowledge. I don't know if it's book. I don't have any idea, maybe. Sorry, guys. Okay. Then for chemistry, for physical and inorganic, continue with the modules. They are okay. The required level of knowledge will be, you will get in the modules only. And for organic, I would recommend only textbook. Textbook is fine. The organic, the simple strategy to study is start from, you have 11th, the last 2 chapters organic, right? In 11th. So start with them. You'll start with the basics and then continue with the 12th syllabus, organic. Do it at a stretch. Like I'm not telling that you shouldn't do any subjects in between, but make it continuous. Don't do physical inorganic in the middle. Just start organic from once and continue with that. Simple strategies, you have to by heart the reactions, right? For organic. So simple strategies, take a sheet of paper, from one chapter, write all the reactions in just one sheet. Just one sheet. Don't drag anything. Don't write any theory and all. Just write the reactions. If you write the reactions, just look into it daily. Okay. Do it for all the chapters. Just one sheet, one chapter. All the reactions should be covered. Just look into the just look into that sheets daily. You don't need to read it. Just look into it, and you'll have some visual memory of it. So you can solve it easily. And after that, just first day you wrote this reactions, second day you revise it, and from third day onwards you just look into it and continue. So for solving of problems, textbook is enough, I think. First class, solve the examples, and then there will be questions in the last, right, in the chapter end. Just solve those. That will be sufficient. If you need still more practice, you can use you know that previous year questions book. It is Arihant's, I think. Just solve some previous year questions, that's all. Other than what textbook wala questions. If you need, I would not recommend the module for organic because it's a bit high level. If you want to do module, just solve level 1 problems. Level 2 and level 3 are not required. They're for JE and advanced. And for bio, bio. Okay, bio, you can read it, and if you have time, just make notes. It's not necessary that you have to do it in another book. Just write important points in the side of the book. You can just seeing it, you can remember. Okay. Otherwise, if you have time, you can do it in one more book and just revise that book instead of reading the whole textbook again. If you don't have time to make points, no need. Just read the book and solve the questions. For bio, I would recommend MTG, fingertips book. You can just read the subject and immediately after reading the subject, just solve questions, so that you will correlate how much knowledge I have gained by reading the subject. And for physics, chemistry, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, they are actually following MTG in biology. So they are actually doing those questions. Before this meeting, they had a class, so they were doing those questions in the class.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much, ma'am. That was the very basic question everyone keep asking. What books were we supposed to refer, or what and how we are supposed to make notes? So thank you so much. Literally, you answered so many questions in once.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, ma'am,
Does
we
they
have
have any other questions?
yes, ma'am. There are few questions. Just few won't take more time of yours. You have exam tomorrow, right?
Hey, no problem. I can
Okay.
manage.
So there are some of the questions they really want to ask. So
Yeah.
these are the questions filled by the student themselves. So they send it to us. So I want to ask you. So please tell me that first question is, what was your parents' reaction when you cracked NEET?
Actually, they are very happy. You know, if you dream of becoming a doctor, usually parents like they have to come. We students have to complete our education. If we become doctor, they'll be very very happy. Comparatively, when we become engineers, I am not degrading any other professions. Okay, they'll be very happy. My father wanted me to say as doctor. Any one of my sibling, I have 3 siblings, and any one of my sibling they had to see as doctor. So my brother and my sister became engineer, so it became my duty, and it's also my passion. So I was very very happy. I literally cried out of happiness when I became a doctor. I mean, when I cracked NEET at first attempt. Actually, I didn't expect this much result, but yeah, they are very happy.
So you were like you give the school exam and then you like crack NEET the same year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so with the school exam, you can crack NEET, and she is the example. Because we have many school students, and they're like, "Ma'am, we don't think we'll be able to do it." So now you have a live example that yes, you can do it, right? Okay.
It's very easy. Just uh, you have board exams, right? Until board exam, when is your board exams?
Ma'am, in
Start
March.
first week of March.
By
March.
March.
First week of March. You have 2 months. Okay. So just concentrate on 12th syllabus for now. Concentrate means concentrate that much, like you don't have to see the 12th syllabus again. Don't have to solve the problems. You don't have to, you obviously you'll sorry. Obviously you'll revise when you have to go to exam. Other than that, you don't have to solve a single problem. Okay. Like that, you have to prepare for 12th syllabus in 2 months duration. Just concentrate entirely on 12th syllabus. Then after cracking your board exams, even the CBSE teachers will be there. So you don't have to just hiding from them. You don't have to solve some problems because it's their subject. They'll allow you to do whatever you want. So concentrate entirely on 12th syllabus for 2 months. And then after March, after completing your board exams, in April, you have to concentrate mainly on 11th. Just if you don't have entire time to complete the entire syllabus, just concentrate, just know which chapters, like for example physics, chemistry, and example physics. Okay, physics, know which chapters you are strongly confident and you are weak. Just concentrate on all the chapters you are confident enough. If it's very very tough, leave that subject. Like, what is that, rotational mechanics, I left that chapter when I was going for NEET. Just I learned some formulas and just I left. And if you're feeling really really difficult, and if you feel like if that chapter makes you lose confidence, just leave that chapter. Concentrate entirely on 11th syllabus during 1 month, April month. So before 1 week or 2 weeks, just solve previous year questions. Give frequent tests. You will know time management. One is time management is very important, and learn to fill the OMR sheet. Many of my friends lost medical seat and they're repeating 1 more year just because they couldn't fill the OMR in properly. They just missed question numbers, and for 54 answer, if they have to mark it, they marked it for 55. Like that, learn to fill OMR and learn time management by solving by giving tests. Solve previous year questions as much as possible. Last 2 weeks, just revise, or last 1 week or 2 weeks, just revise, solve the previous year questions, give tests. That will help you a lot. And after giving test, you have to solve the questions which you marked wrong. Just giving this test doesn't help you. Solve the questions immediately after each test. And yeah, that's all. Just if you are confident enough now itself in the 12th syllabus, use the starting 1 month like Jan till Jan, mid Jan. Use your time for 11th syllabus and then continue with the 12th. Just plan your strategies according to your strengths.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. The next question is, what do you do when you become demotivated? Like when you were preparing yourself, you sometime might feel like you won't be able to do it. So what you used to do to motivate yourself?
Okay. So I used to feel demotivated many times, but I had one teacher like he used to scold us every time. After each chapter test, he used to display the marks and he used to make us stand one by one. And he used to he didn't scold, just we have to tell the reason why did we score less. If we tell we didn't prepare, he'll ask why didn't you prepare. What will you answer? See, you don't have any other works other than studying, right? So what will you give the reason? It's just that simple. If you feel demotivated, just take some time. If you look into other friends studying, you'll obviously get your urge to study, right? Your friends are preparing and you are not preparing. That hurts, right? So just take some time. If you are feeling demotivated or if you have really some problems, just take some time and just see, whenever you are motivated or whenever you have that discipline to study, you'll get there. Just if your brain will always give you reasons that now you have that work, now no need to study, yeah, chalega, I can do it tomorrow. So that doesn't work, right? It's your passion, you have to do it. Just don't give vague reasons to yourself. If you are that demotivated, just like what you'll do, see, motivation doesn't carry you all day, right? It doesn't carry you long way. Just learn the discipline. If you have to do that, just do it. Every one quote is there, right? Like motivation is like every motivation is like bath. You have to take it every day. Like,
That's very well said. Thank you. I hope you get your answers for this because many students ask this question consistently that what to do when you feel demotivated. Okay, so one question is how to manage school with coaching, that you have to go for the school at the same time in the same day you have coaching classes also. So how to manage that, that you become tired physically and mentally and sometimes emotionally also. So how to manage that?
okay. Okay, guys, let me add one point to the previous questions. If you are feeling demotivated and like you're feeling lack of confidence, just go and talk to your teacher. You don't like initially, you don't realize the importance of it. Just go and talk to your teacher. We used to do the same. We used to go and talk to our teachers. Teachers, I don't mean CBSE only, or you can talk to your Avanti teachers. We used to talk to our Avanti teachers only. So just talk to them. Don't think that what will they think? They'll think we are inconsistent, etc., etc. Don't think anything. See, uh, they are like you are only student to them. They can do anything for you. Uh, they're giving their time to make you prepare and to place you in a better college or better profession. Just go and talk to your teacher. Tell them whatever you feel. If you feel demotivated, tell them. They'll just listen, and if they want, they'll give solutions to your problems. uh, uh, ask them strategies to study chemistry and tell know what are the important chapters. Just talk to your teachers. That will give you 50% of your solution to the problems. And coming back to the question, sorry, please repeat the question.
Yeah, the question was how do you manage school with coaching? You go to school every day and yet you have coaching classes every day. So how you manage that?
Okay. um, Coaching and classes, like class works, uh, don't keep it to the night if you want. Or okay, one suggestion is use your daytime very well. See, whenever you get free time, for example class 12th and class 11 students will be called to do called to some programs like in MP halls and all, right? So we used to work in that time. We used to sit in the middle or side, and we used to take one paper, take the printout of questions, and we used to work there itself. Just work whenever you have time. If you have time in the afternoon, just work. After having lunch, you'll be having at least minimum half an hour. If you want to take rest, just take rest. I don't mind. Like if you have free time and you have if you can work there itself. Like use your daytime very much efficiently. In between classes, you'll have breaks. Work there, and whenever you feel sleepy and all, you can complete your class. Like records and records, everything will be there, right? Physics, chemistry, bio. You can complete it whenever you feel sleepy. So if you feel after classes, if you feel tired, like before going to coaching, you can rest for half an hour and then just fresh up and know that you have to do it. Just keep in mind that you have to do it at any cost. Remember your parents, remember their struggle. You have to do it. Just if you're tired very much, just take rest, get up, and keep at it. That's all.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, the next question is, what you did 1 month before NEET exam?
Okay, 1 month before, just see, my strengthiest subject was biology. So just if I had exam, just before 1 week or two, I solved previous year questions, gave tests, and just revised. Do these three things just for 2 weeks, last 2 weeks. And before 2 weeks, just according to your plan, you can work physics, chemistry, bio. Only last 2 weeks I gave importance for like previous year questions and tests and revision.
Okay, ma'am. All right. So, ma'am, next question is, how to overcome fear of entering examination hall?
Okay.
They are very
It's
specific
just one
questions.
step. You can walk and just enter the exam hall. Okay, sorry guys. Just see, giving the test papers also has this benefit. If you repeatedly give test, it's just one more test that you have to give, right? So you can just solve as many question papers as possible. Just keep the time limit. Just within 3 hours, I have to give the test. Give it regularly, like think it as NEET exam and give it as strict as possible. Just in 3 hours, keep the 3 hours duration and give the test. If you practice it for 2 weeks, you'll obviously think that this will be the one more same exam. That's all. You don't feel the fear of that. Oh, this is NEET and this will decide my future. Just guys, one test can't decide your future, right? You can give it the next year as well, but don't drop. Okay, just don't think that it's the only thing that I have to do.
Thank you, ma'am. That was very helpful. Okay, ma'am. When one question is very, very difficult, so I want to ask you this one, that if the student asked, if I didn't clear NEET, how to face my parents?
So okay, see, just see, your parents will be having dream that you have to become NEET. I mean, you have to crack NEET and become a doctor. इस साल नहीं तो next year you can do, right? Just tell them that you will do it, and tell them that I couldn't do it, but definitely I'll do it next year. Or you can choose the other stream as well. See, everybody is not a doctor, right? Every successful person is not a doctor, but that doesn't mean every doctor is not successful. But every successful person is not a doctor. Just tell them you can do it next year. This all I tried my best, and then I couldn't do it, but I'll do it pakka next year. I'll prepare my best and I'll do it next year. Just they'll understand, guys. Don't think too much. See, they are your parents, right? They know what you're good at, what you're not good at, that you can do. They'll believe in you. Just after NEET, they'll only console you. Just believe me. They'll console you that you can do it. You'll do it next year. Don't worry, Anta. So just believe in them. Don't fear. Like what will they do, what will they tell. No, they'll console you and they'll tell you that you will do it next year. Just tell them, just make them believe that you will do it.
That was helpful. Okay, now I have just three more questions and very interesting one. So the first one is something I also ask myself, that why doctors' handwriting is bad.
See, it's like we will get to write so many records. We'll keep on writing and writing, and we'll get so much tired that we'll write kuch bhi something. Sometimes what we'll do for writing records is we'll put our earphones in the ear and then play the song, then just look at the PDF and write whatever we feel. Sometimes we'll write the song in between whatever, just because of repeated writing, and we'll have so much to write and read, so very bad our handwriting will be.
Okay, one question was, is salary of a doctor is good?
Oh yeah, of course. Guys, like nowadays you have to do MBBS and then you have to do PG as well, because MBBS doesn't carry alone its value now, because everybody is doing PG, competition is increasing. So if you become specialized, if you become specialist, obviously you'll get good salary. If you go to private hospitals, they'll give you package whatever you ask for. If you are super specialist or anything, it's good.
Okay, so next question is life become hard during MBBS?
Guys, if I tell you, that may demotivate you. Okay guys, no, it will not be that much hard, because it's your passion, right? You can do it. If you crack NEET, you have come this way. I mean, you have come this long and you can't just go back, right? You can do it. It's not that tough, but during exam time it's little bit, because there will be a lot of syllabus to read. It will be a vast syllabus. Just we have to sometimes we will memorize the chapter names itself. That much syllabus will be there. So yeah, you can manage. Everybody is doing right. You can also do it.
Okay, so ma'am, one question is, can you tell me your one day as an MBBS student? Can you express your one day as an MBBS student?
Oh, I'll do it as two ways. Okay, first is in the initial days when you join the MBBS, before any exam like internals, anything, before formative or internals, you will be very proud. Like wearing a white coat will be like you have become the god for one day or 2 day. Like I am the god. Yeah, I wear a white coat. Yeah, wow, wow. That will be the feeling. Okay, yeah, finally I have become the doctor, like that. Yeah, nothing much. That in first year you'll be having classes from 8 to 4, and you'll not go to hospital, you'll not be posted in hospitals. And 8 to 1 o'clock there will be theory classes. Yeah, 8 to 11 there will be theory classes, and for 2 hours there will be dissection. Like one subject is there, anatomy. You have to dissect the dead bodies. They'll give you dead bodies with formalin, and you have to dissect them. That will be very much nice. And you have to get addicted to the smell of formalin. Some persons, usually 4 or 5, like they'll get dizzy in the first 4 to 5 days. They'll make us sit for 2 hours just to get adapted to that smell. And you'll first year you'll have dissection, and afternoon you'll have lab classes. And this is first year. And second year, you'll get used to it. Okay. First, in second year, there will be posting. I mean, they will be posted to hospital for 3 hours, and we'll get to see the patients. We'll get to interact with the patients. Yeah, that at that time you'll feel like, yeah, I have really become the doctor now. I am going to hospital. You'll get used to patients, talking with patients, and knowing what to ask, how to deal with them, how to know the diagnosis, like that. There will be 3 hour posting, and then there will be some theory classes. And in afternoon there will be sometimes theory classes and sometimes lab. And in third year and fourth year will also be like same in second year, same as the second year, will be posted to hospitals. And in internship will be regularly in the hospital, sometimes day shifts, sometimes night shifts. Yeah, life goes on.
So apart from the studies and work, what about, like, you live in hostel, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how is the life in a hostel of a MBBS student apart from the study only?
Okay, guys, after 8 to 4 classes we'll be back to hostels, and for around 4 to 6 that will be the enjoyment period. Okay, we'll be with friends, we'll go to snacks, we'll roam outside, and some refreshing tasks, anything. Just, it's not that difficult, your life will be normal only, but just you're an MBBS student, that's all. But with exams you'll get some, like, you have to study and you'll be having some tensions during exam time. Other than that, you're completely normal and regular life you'll be leading. And from 4 to 6 we'll be chilling, and after 6 or 6:30 we'll get freshen up and we'll start to read, or sometimes we'll just chill and sometimes watch movies, watch series, watch with friends, do some movie nights, and go out, roam outside, just visit some places. Yeah, that's all.
So that sounds like actually normal. So yeah, it's a happy life.
Yeah,
So just one last question the student has asked, that is it worthy to become a doctor after so much hard work?
absolutely, 100%. Just you'll feel the day, you'll feel the worth of becoming a doctor when you wear that apron. That apron has that worth, really, 100%. Like, cracking NEET is one part. You'll feel the happiness when you wear the apron on the first day itself. Yeah, now I have become the doctor. Yeah, I feel responsible. You'll feel responsible for that responsibility that apron gave you. And apart from that, you'll, like, that medical duration will be little tough, and you have to deal with lot of stress, tension. You'll get used to it, no worries, because everybody will be going through the same tension. You're not the alone, because you'll be staying in a hostel, everybody around will be medical student only. You'll also be having tension, they will also be having tension, though thus we'll make fun of that tension finally. That's all, you'll get used to it. After that, it's really very much proud to become a doctor. Whenever when some relatives ask, what are you studying? I am a medical student. You'll feel very much proud. Yeah, it's absolutely 100% worth it. Just do as much hard work as you can, and just crack the NEET.
Thank you so much. So that was all with the questions. Thank you so much for answering so many questions before your exam. So, ma'am, do you have any, like, the last message you want to give to all the children who are listening right now? Any message you want to say to them?
Okay, guys, just be consistent with your preparation. Don't feel demotivated. Don't feel even for 1 second that you can I do it, or just don't doubt yourself. Just keep the confidence in you. You can do it. I know. I used to think, can I do it? I used to talk to my teachers and say, sir, can I do it? I will not be able to do it. Like that, I used to say. But don't think that. Stop doubting yourself. You can do it. Just be consistent with your preparation, make strategies, and plan your schedules. Like, if you want to complete something, like complete. Sorry, guys, just excuse me for a second. Just 1 second.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry, guys, I'm very, very sorry. Sorry, what I was talking to you. Sorry, last message. Okay. Just stop doubting yourself. I used to think the same way. Can I do it? And our teachers used to say, yeah, you can do it. Just know that you can do it. Be consistent with your preparation, and you can crack it. Just don't fear. Like, in the exam hall, don't take tension. That will kill your preparations. Okay, you have prepared for 2 years, 2 long years or 3 long years. You have given your time. You have prepared as best as you can. Just know that I can crack it. Keep your confidence in the exam hall, especially in the exam hall. Don't take tension. just think that it's just another exam that you are giving. Just don't take tension and fill the OMR properly. And yeah, within time duration complete, and just don't take tension. That's all in exam hall. Because some of my friends, due to tension, they have lost the medical seats. They couldn't score well. If I ask them, why couldn't you score well? That you are doing very well in that class tests and major tests and all. And they'll tell, I took too much tension. I couldn't remember what I studied because of tension and all. Just know that it's just another exam. Don't take tension and do it calmly. Okay, how many marks you got in NEET? Why do you want my marks in NEET? Guys, it's 538.
Yeah, so they started asking those questions. But thank you so much, Pooja ma'am, for coming and sharing your story and motivating us. And thank you so much. They needed it because एक डॉक्टर बता सकते हैं बेहतर तरीके से डॉक्टर कैसे होता है. Especially आप अवंती से पढ़े हो, so they can relate to you in more ways, in so many ways. So thank you so much. Anyone have any specific doubt want to ask, ma'am?
Yeah, you got government seat. Yeah, it's government seat. Didi, can you share your preparation strategy for physics? Okay, ma'am, which college are you in? Okay. College, it's Adichunchanagiri Institute of Medical Science. It's in Mandaya, Karnataka. And for preparation strategy of physics, just who asked me that question? Can you just tell me which book are you referring?
The NCRT and modern.
NCERT and modern physics.
Yes.
Okay. Just how much preparation did you do? Like, how much is your confidence percentage in physics now?
Very less. Okay.
Okay. I used to be like you only, because in 11th, you don't believe that I couldn't even solve that pre-class exercise will be there now, that 4 to 5 questions starting in a module. I couldn't even solve that. You won't believe that if I tell you now. So don't lose confidence. Just start with simple problems. Like I started to prepare only in, sorry, excuse me, please. Okay. Sorry. I started to prepare for physics in just like I started in 12th only, even including 11th syllabus. I didn't even know ABCD of physics when I was in 11th. I studied it in 12th. Just with the 12th preparation, just sometimes yeah, plan your 11th syllabus to study whenever you have time. Apart from studying for 12th, I used to go on with Avanti syllabus completion. Like if they did one topic in Avanti, I used to do the same when I went to hostel. I worked the same topic, and with syllabus completion, I completed my 12 syllabus as well. So Sunday was a holiday, right? So on Sundays, I used to plan for 11th syllabus because I didn't work anything in 11th. I was just simply chilling. So I started work on Sundays and Saturday evenings or afternoon. I worked on 11th syllabus, so it could complete. If you are not like, see, since the syllabus completion is almost complete for 12th, just divide the chapters, like divide it into 4 columns. Such chapters at which you are very much strong. You can the subjects at which you can, if you work, you can feel like you feel that you can do it, and that is the second column, and third column will be like whatever. Just no, just mark the chapters that even if you work, like it will not what sorry, excuse me. Just make the third column as the chapters which you are weak at. Just if you want more time for that chapters, just group it into 3, and the chapters which you are strong at are or the chapters which are easy, just concentrate on them first and complete them, so that you'll get confidence in physics, because physics was my weakest subject too. Just concentrate on very much simple basic chapters. Start from basics. if you when you gain confidence, you'll get okay. I solved it and I can do this as well, right? So next, solve the chapters at which, like, if you work, and you'll be able to do that, and solve those chapters. And if you have time, then solve, like, the chapters at which you are not that good, or you'll feel like bit I can't do that, like that. Does that answer your doubt, or you want me to tell something extra?
Yes, I think does this answer your question, Ida?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. One question Khushi wants to ask, that what specialization you want to do?
Okay, specialization, I like orthopedics.
Orthopedics.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Okay,
one
I
more
think
person in chat has asked, what's your 12th percentage? Okay, my percentage was 95%.
well, that's great, yeah.
Yeah,
Topper.
thank you. Guys,
Okay.
any other questions anybody want to ask? You can ask now also.
And ma'am, which year are you in right now?
Second year.
Okay, and ma'am, one student wants to ask that in government college, the college fees is like minimum per year. Sorry, someone accidentally unmuted that. Sorry for that. So
Thank
they
you.
wants to ask that the government college fees is minimum or like.
The government college, yeah, you can afford government college fees because there will be scholarships as well. Uh, you will have to pay. I don't know, does that differ from state to state? But in Karnataka, you will have to pay around 60K for
Hmm.
government seat apart from hostel fees. Hostel fees will be hardly 10K something, 10,000. But within 70, 80,000, your all fees will be covered. So also you'll get scholarship from the state as well as central scholarships will also be there, and Avanti will also help you in scholarships. So no need to worry about fees. In government college, it will be minimum as possible.
Okay.
Just don't worry about the fees because you'll get lot of scholarships when you come outside or through Avanti, or you can contact your seniors who already got some scholarships. They'll guide you through it. Just don't worry about financial help and all.
Okay. Okay. Any other question? I think we're done with the questions here. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming. And all the very best for your exam. You have an exam tomorrow. Which subject?
I have pharmacology.
Pharmacology. All the very best, ma'am. So thank
Thank you
you
so
so much,
much.
ma'am. Kids, you can also thank her. You can unmute yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. Merry
Thank
Christmas,
you,
ma'am.
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 Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you
All the
guys for
best.
your patience listening.
Ma'am, that
Thank
was
you,
very
ma'am.
motivating. Thank you so much for coming. That's like kind of pump up everyone for Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. All the best, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
the
you for
best,
being
ma'am.
here, ma'am, for us.
Thank you.
The best.
Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.
Bye
Study
bye.
well.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, guys.